Good morning, Houston. Lately, you've missed.
Somebody's keeping a big secret in the heart of Texas. A newborn baby abandoned in a manger. Surely someone knows something. So we turned to our station KTRK, Houston's news leader. At 2020's request, they interviewed our searcher, DJ Williams, and helped get the word out to their 2 million Houstonians.
Well, a man is trying to find his birth parents
to really figure out who he is and where he came from.
Now, ABC News and 2020 are helping to track down his parents.
How old were you when you finally got the full story of where you were found and how you were found?
I was probably about 15, and I had been helping my grandmother, and she showed me some newspaper clippings.
Maybe there are more articles that could contain a clue. The one newspaper that covered the story, the Houston Post, is out of business. But in the basement of the University of Houston Library, some old rolls of microfilm.
I have someone here by the name of Erin. She's going to help us go through the microfilm. I'm Pam Slaton.
Nice to meet you.
And this is DJ.
Hi.
So you haven't seen the articles?
Never have. All I had was just a little yellowed clipping.
But it definitely was front page news. 29th. All right, so there it is.
It didn't reveal much, so we tracked the reporter of those old articles to hopefully shed some light.
Gary Taylor.
Gary Taylor was a cub reporter on the evening crime beat back in 1971.
You were discovered about 5 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Okay.
On Friday, one of our photographers came over to wherever you were and took this set of photos of you.
Looks like I'm yawning.
These are the first time you've seen these photos?
Yeah, I've never seen these before.
That's incredible.
That is amazing.
Sweet.
Next up, we take DJ to see Bennett Greenspan, the CEO of Family Tree DNA.
So let's go and let's look at your DNA. And if you look right here, you have one match.
In what seems to be an early breakthrough, some of DJ's DNA is matching up with someone else in the database.
It doesn't get a lot better than that.
Pretty incredible, huh?
Wow.
But who is it? When we last left searcher Amanda Holdiness, things were looking up for her as well. Her mother has given her a name, a man she says is her biological father.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let me pop it over.
Now it's up to Pam to track him down. And just like that,
You with me?
she does. In Jupiter, Florida. But her newfound father figure suggests they do a DNA test, and the results are devastating. They are not related at all. So Amanda, dejected, goes back to her mother, asking her for other names of men who might be her father.
I said, can you remember anybody else? She's like, the only person I can remember is Samuel.
And this was Samuel Skinner.
Correct.
Samuel Skinner, a man Amanda's mom lived with for a couple of years. Pam finds him living just down the Gulf Coast from Amanda, in Louisiana, just outside of New Orleans.
Did you ever spend a lot of time in New Orleans?
When Skinner was dating Amanda's mother, he was a firefighter in the military. Today, he enjoys feeding the animals in his garden.
This is for the squirrels.
And he looks a bit like Santa Claus.
So she called you, and what did she say?
She thought that I was her father. It was very shocking, and my main question was, why so long?
Sam has spent the last 30 years thinking he only had one son. Was he wrong? Back on Long Island, it was a long time coming as well for our searcher, Gina, to break down and finally call her father's old girlfriend. Remember, Gina's dad fathered a child with her, Gina's would-be half-sibling.
Why did you wait so long?
You know, what if I call her and she denies it? But she's like, I have waited a lifetime for this phone call.
Wow.
Waited a lifetime to tell someone about her baby. Gina says the woman confirms the story about being forced to put up a baby boy for adoption. She tells Gina she has a half-brother and gives her his birth name. Gina immediately tells all this to Pam.
What did she need to launch this investigation?
Luckily, I had the name. I knew probably where he was born.
So I finally had a starting point.
Pam spends hours scrolling through birth index records. And then a match.
I realized that I am definitely looking at what I believe is her brother.
Ka-ching. Wow.
So Pam makes the 3-hour trip from southern New Jersey to New York City to the east end of Long Island to lend Gina the support she needs for the phone call of her life.
We are at Gina's house, and we are getting ready to contact her brother for the very first time.
This is so exciting. Oh my gosh. Hi.
Hello, Miss Gina.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Together, they compare the photos on the Facebook profile of the man Pam has found and Gina's father's contractor license.
The resemblance is unbelievable.
Remember, Chris has no idea that he may even have a half-sister.
Here comes the moment, right?
Oh, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Gina is trembling, so nervous that Pam has to dial the phone for her.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Hi, can I speak to Chris?
But Chris isn't home. It's Chris's wife who answers the phone, and Gina doesn't want to leave a message.
I'm actually searching for family, so I'd really like to talk to him first.
You had to coach her on what to say because it's important that you don't scare these people off.
When you are contacting an adoptee, you don't really know if they know that they're adopted.
Okay.
The wife sounds suspicious, but still gives out a number for Chris.
She was very nice, but I think she was a little taken back. Well, first of all, I'm a female looking for Chris.
Yeah, hi.
So she was like, yeah, she wanted to say that.
Gina
Hi,
reaches Chris on his cell phone, but only for a moment.
Hi, Chris. My name is Gina. And do you have a minute? Is this a good time to talk?
It is not going exactly according to plan.
Yeah, can I call you back in a few minutes?
That telephone reunion, 29 years in the making, is falling apart.
He's on a conference call right now.
15 minutes go by, and this time he's not answering.
Answer the phone, Chris. Oh, God. Oh, no. His voicemail answered.
Here comes attempt number 3.
You're ringing.
Gina doesn't want to pester, but she feels her chances slipping away.
Voicemail again.
Pam takes matters into her own hands, texting Chris on Gina's behalf.
I just text, hi, it's Gina again. Can you talk? I have information for you. I mean, it's kind of enticing. If we don't hear from him, then maybe we should call the wife.
Up next, sometimes it's not science that cracks the case, it's a sixth sense, a gut feeling. A weekend trip to a casino, and Gina thinks she unbelievably might be locking eyes with her missing brother. And it's all caught on tape.
So you were having this reaction not because of what you saw.
Oh, no. No, what I felt.